Aloha, everyone, and welcome to Let's Eat Vegas, where we tell you about the good, the bad, and the delicious. Did you know that Las Vegas is home to the largest Hawaiian population outside of Hawaii itself? That's right, our city is a jackpot when it comes to authentic island flavors, bringing the warmth and taste of the islands straight to the desert. With so many incredible Hawaiian restaurants from which to choose, finding the best spot can be overwhelming. Well, that's where we come in. We've explored the local Hawaiian food scene and narrowed it down to 4 standout restaurants, ranked from good to absolutely unbelievable. But the truth is, no matter which one you choose, you're in for a delicious experience. So if you're craving a taste of Hawaii right here in Vegas, stick with us as we break down our top picks. Okay, let's get started. I've heard a great deal about our 4th place pick, mostly many comments within my food blog. Today, we're checking out Pacific Island Taste, a local favorite just east of the Strip on Sahara. They make many dishes from scratch, and most of the flavors are spot on, with just a few misses. We started with a dim sum classic, shumai, or pork hash, as they call it in Hawaii. While most restaurants are proud to make dishes in-house, for some reason, here, the owner was proud to serve ones mass-produced by Manapua Man in Hawaii and shipped over to Vegas. I guess that's one approach to achieving authenticity. Well, either way, these are delicious, juicy pork and shrimp dumplings. They're steamed fresh to order in-house. They come with Chinese mustard and soy sauce, the perfect pairing. We watched tray after tray fly out of the kitchen, a testament to Manapua Man's popularity. One bite, and it's clear why. Packed with garlic, white pepper, and umami, they're perfectly executed. We could eat 100. A mountain of delicious, crispy messiness. Double fried potatoes, chopped teriyaki beef, spicy aioli, and furikake. Think of it as Hawaiian-style nachos. The beef is sweet, salty, and packed with that wok char flavor, while the aioli ties it all together. If you love bold flavors, don't skip these. Pacific Island Taste was voted Best Poke in Las Vegas, and we see why. The tuna is incredibly fresh, marinated just right, and served over sushi rice with homemade spicy mayo. The sesame and furikake add the perfect finishing touch. Easily one of the best poke bowls we've had. Smooth, creamy, salty, and a little sweet. If you're a poke lover, this is a must. Break the fried egg and let the yolk coat the savory pork belly, and enjoy one of the best bites of your life. The roasted pork belly here is unreal. Caramelized, slightly charred, and packed with rich, sweet umami goodness. It's served over rice with spicy aioli and furikake. If you were to try just one dish here, make it this one. Spam? No thanks. I'm not a spam lover, so I would normally pass on this dish. But here, they swap the spam out for their incredible pork belly, wrapped in sushi rice and nori. So what's not to like? Think of it as a giant pork belly sushi roll. This is what musubi should be. A mess to eat, but you'll thank me later. Tasty, but overpriced. 3 tiny slices of bold, chili spice sausage with hints of garlic and paprika. Delicious, but gone before you begin. Here we have the classic plate lunch, with laulau, kalua pork, battered fish, and pork hash, plus 2 scoops of rice and macaroni salad. The kalua pork is smoky and tender, though we suspect liquid smoke was used. Not a fan of liquid smoke. To me, it has an overpoweringly off-putting taste. The laulau is fresh and well-balanced, but the fried fish, overly fishy. Mac salad, surprisingly, not too bad. Better than most we've had. Overall, a great dish, just unlucky today with the fish. Crispy, juicy, and perfectly seasoned. Served with rice, macaroni salad, and a ketchup-like dipping sauce. We'd order with Japanese curry next time, but even as is, it's excellent. One of the best katsu dishes we've had. Think Hawaiian-style eclairs. Fluffy donuts filled with creamy custard. Homemade from scratch and absolutely phenomenal. Get these. Deep purple taro filling wrapped in flaky pastry. Freshly baked to order, so expect a short wait. But worth every second. I love this dish. All in all, Pacific Island taste is definitely a hidden local's favorite worth checking out. I'll definitely be back soon for the excellent poke bowl and long johns, just to start. Coming in at number 3, the 808 Cafe, located at 4011 South Buffalo Drive. It's a small, family-owned gem where everything is made from scratch. Plate lunches trace back to plantation workers who packed simple, hearty meals of protein, rice, and macaroni salad. The Hawaiian stew here is slow-cooked, rich, and deeply flavorful. The tender beef, stewed with tomatoes, potatoes, and carrots, is pure comfort. Their homemade chili oil is incredible. Bold, salty, and reminiscent of a dark chocolate mole. I'd put it on everything. White rice is standard, though you can upgrade to fried rice or chow mein for a hefty surcharge. The rice and noodles are a bit plain on their own, but mix well with the other elements in this dish. As for the mac salad, well, as you probably know by now, let's just say it's never been my favorite thing. Overall, though, I enjoyed this dish very much. This Hawaiian staple is basically oversized pork-filled wontons, fried to crispy perfection. The sauce is more tart than sweet, with a thinner consistency than usual, but it works beautifully. I've eaten gaogi countless times, and this version stacks up. No shrimp in the filling, but plenty of porky goodness. I missed the usual Chinese mustard, but these still hit the spot. Originally a special here, this dish became a menu staple, and for good reason. Fried chicken thigh meat, crispy skin intact, smothered in a rich miso mayo sauce, then topped with sautéed garlic and green onions. The combination of umami, crunch, and garlic-infused oil is addictive. It's one of their most popular dishes, and after one bite, you'll see why. Massive, crispy prawns with a light, fluffy batter make this dish a standout. Unlike typical versions, the sauce leans more mayo-based than sweet, likely due to some Hawaiian twist. The walnuts are candied just right, not overly sugary. Clean flavors, great crunch, and top-tier shrimp quality make this a must-try. According to YouTube, only 20% of those watching right now are subscribed. Subscribing is free, and it greatly helps this channel grow and to allow us to bring you more reviews. So please, take a moment to subscribe, become a member, or buy us a cup of coffee using the link below. We'd really appreciate it. Chow Fun relies on the smoky wok-hei flavor that comes from cooking over high heat, and they achieved that. The beef was also expertly velveted and full of flavor, but the noodles were the rub, overcooked and lacking in that satisfying chew. The bean sprouts and green onions added freshness, but overall, this dish fell short compared to the others. Truth be told, I'd pass on this dish, as overcooked noodles are a cardinal sin in my book. But if you're a Chow Fun lover and can't live without it, order it, but tell them to be sure not to overcook the noodles. Laksa is a Malaysian-inspired noodle soup. It's all about rich, spicy, coconut-infused curry broth. 808's version is bold, comforting, and packed with deep layered flavors. The soft-boiled eggs add creaminess, while bean sprouts and green onions provide crunch. If you love a warming, flavor-packed soup, well, Winner, winner, chicken laksa dinner. This might be one of the best renditions I've ever had of salt and pepper fish. Lightly battered, perfectly crisp, and seasoned just right. The fresh sole is topped with fried garlic and a mix of serrano and arbol chilies. The result? A dish that's both flavorful and addictive. And yes, I took some of their incredible house-made chili oil home, worth every penny. Tender, velveted beef meets an intense black pepper kick, all kissed by the heat of a blazing wok. Soy and oyster sauce deepen the umami, while bell peppers and onions add sweetness. There's a serious amount of black pepper here, but it's balanced beautifully and not overly spicy. Paired with the right rice, and you've got a dish that's hard to resist. I love this dish. Fermented black soybeans give this dish its signature umami punch, making it impossible to stop eating. The sole is so fresh, it tastes like it was just lifted from the ocean. And the sauce is deeply savory, with garlic and black pepper adding extra depth. If you love bold flavors, don't skip this dish. 808 is a quaint little place that's just off the beaten path, but so worth the trip. The flavors and dishes are bold, the portions generous, and the execution spot on. From their legendary chili oil to the Aloha spirit in every dish, this place is worth visiting again and again. And make sure to tell Dennis Let's Eat Vegas sent you. Sometimes the best meals come from unexpected detours. We originally planned to eat at Lefty J's. We arrived at 10 a.m., which is their posted opening time. The doors were locked and the inside was dark. 30 minutes later, no change. But fate was at work, and we ended up at an excellent Hawaiian replacement. Aloha Kitchen, located at 2605 South Decatur. Despite driving past it hundreds of times, it wasn't on our radar screen for this video at all. So after Lefty J's epic fail, I started thinking of other places in town and suddenly remembered Aloha Kitchen. Turns out it's a long-time locals favorite for over 20 years. There was a never-ending line through our entire visit, and by the end of our meal, it was obvious why. They're serving up delicious Hawaiian food. Lumpia is a Filipino classic, dating back centuries to the time Chinese traders first introduced spring rolls to the islands. These mini, deep-fried pork rolls are the Filipino answer to egg rolls. Thin, crisp, and packed with flavor. The problem? They can often taste greasy if the oil isn't fresh. But not here. Aloha Kitchen's lumpia is fried to golden perfection, shatteringly crisp, with a piping hot filling of pork, onion, garlic, and shredded carrots. One bite, and I knew this was a winner. The sweet dipping sauce balances the savoriness beautifully. I'd order these again in a heartbeat. For me, and with most of the rest of the world, pork belly is the ultimate indulgence, prized in cuisines around the world, from Chinese roast pork to Italian porchetta. Here, it's done Hawaiian style, thick, juicy, and fried until the skin is so crisp it shatters like glass. I had my doubts. This is a casual order at the counter spot. And pork belly can require some serious technique. The one bite erased all skepticism. The crunch was audible, and the meat, an umami bomb, rich and perfectly seasoned, with that irresistible contrast between melt-in-your-mouth fat and crispy skin. The fresh tomato and onion on the side cut through the richness, and the dipping sauce brought it all together. If you love pork belly, this one is a must. Kalbi, or Korean-style short ribs, have a history rooted in adaptation. When Korean immigrants arrived in Hawaii, they took their traditional soy-marinated beef ribs and grilled them over open flames, creating a smoky, island-style infusion. Aloha Kitchen serves some of the best I've had in Vegas. The ribs are fire-kissed, creating a beautiful char and bursting with flavor. Savory, salty, and just sweet enough to balance it all out. Unlike the overly sweet teriyaki, in which some places drown their meat, these are seasoned with restraint, letting the beef shine. We customized our combo, swapping teriyaki chicken for extra katsu, trading white rice and macaroni salad for fries. No extra charge, which is a rare and welcome surprise. And the fries? Outstanding. Hot, crispy, and golden. They had that addictive crunch that only comes from proper double frying. The katsu was solid as well, crispy on the outside, tender on the inside, and paired with a dipping sauce that gives it extra depth. All in all, a shockingly good dish. Aloha Kitchen might not have been our intended stop, but it pays off to keep your hours, and it turned out to be a serious win for Aloha Kitchen, for us, and most importantly, for our viewers. With decades in the game, Aloha Kitchen knows exactly what it's doing. Everything tasted fresh, well seasoned, and cooked with care. Their fried dishes were amazing, and I think this is due to the freshness which comes about from a place that's regularly busy. Whether you're craving crispy pork belly, expertly grilled kalbi, or a perfectly fried lumpia, this place delivers. Sometimes, the best meals come from unplanned visits to one of those hole-in-the-wall places. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Coming in at number 1, the king of the emu, the luau legend, the big kahuna. The winner is Island Sushi and Grill. This lively spot blends Hawaii's laid-back charm with top-tier sushi craftsmanship. But beyond sushi, they're also known for their fresh poke bowls, excellent ribs, classic Hawaiian plate lunches, and much more. It's a must-visit for fans of Hawaiian food, with an added bonus for Japanese food lovers as well. Located on the city's south side, it offers an ace menu with lunch at $27.99, dinner and weekends at $36.99, and a premium option anytime for $41.99. Today, we're going premium. Crisp, juicy, and packed with flavor, this lechon rivals even the best bacon. Topped with tart pickled onions and served with a soy vinegar sauce. It's an absolute must-try. Golden, crispy, and perfectly light, this coconut shrimp delivers a sweet crunch without greasiness. The spicy sweet sriracha aioli is a perfect pairing. As someone who served my fair share of calamari, I can confidently say this is some of the best I've ever had in an Asian restaurant. The crispy batter is phenomenal, and the squid stays tender and moist. These are next level. Crispy, yet airy, almost like tempura. They give way to rich, creamy avocado inside. The garlic aioli reminds me of the one I made in my restaurant. It's the perfect pairing. If you spot a guy way in the corner with a stack of these within arm's reach, it's probably me. We always order Vegas style, swapping imitation crab for spicy tuna and never eel sauce. Here, the California roll is topped with sautéed scallops and mushrooms in a rich, French-inspired sauce. The contrast between the warm seafood and chilled sushi is fantastic. Unlike the usual mayo-heavy versions, this sauce is refined, enhancing the deep umami flavors. Visually, this dish doesn't really impress, with chunks of Spam that seem out of place. But one bite changes everything. The ramen is stir-fried in a mild curry sauce with Spam, kamaboko, and green onions, bringing a nostalgic, comforting flavor reminiscent of Singapore noodles. Slow cooked, then grilled to a perfect char, these ribs transport me back to the days of Don the Beachcomber and Trader Vic's. The pineapple soy glaze creates a sweet, tangy bite, and the meat stays tender without falling apart. Pure island nostalgia. I could eat 100 of these. A local favorite, and for good reason. The guava barbecue sauce bursts with sweet, tangy tropical flavors without softening the crispy skin. These massive, juicy wings, some of the best I've ever had. Do not skip them. Honoring Vegas's nickname as the Ninth Island, this roll layers spicy tuna, battered and deep fried to create a crispy tempura-like shell while keeping the inside raw. Topped with fresh poke, creamy spicy sauce, fish roe, and green onions, it's a masterpiece. If the poke on this roll is any indication, their poke bowls must be outstanding. I'm not sure what aspect of Vegas, the Ninth Island, this dish is trying to highlight, but when it tastes this good, who really cares? Finally, a dessert. Fresh, house-made donuts, fried to perfection without a hint of greasiness, paired with rich vanilla ice cream and a luscious guava sauce. This dessert is pure joy. Sadly, the all-you-can-eat option only allows one per person, but it's worth every bite. The mercenary in me is thinking, maybe next time I'll come with some diabetic friends so I can score some extras of this amazing dessert. While at first glance, Island Sushi and Grill may seem more just another sushi joint. However, it's much, much more. The sushi is terrific, yes, but the Hawaiian dishes excel as well. For me, it's easily the best Hawaiian-inspired restaurant in Vegas. From sushi to classic island dishes, every bite delivers. Add in warm, Aloha-style service, and this is our new go-to for not only fabulous ace sushi, but all things Hawaii. Well, there you have it. We'll be back to all these wonderful finds soon. Who knows? Maybe you'll see us there. Don't forget to tell them, Let's Eat Vegas sent you. This would be a good time to hit the notifications bell so you get a reminder when the next review becomes available. And of course, it's always a good time to like, subscribe, comment, or share. It's free to do so, and it helps us to grow and to bring you more reviews. Until we eat again, bon appetit!